A few weeks back, in my video tutorial on how to prepare and stain a peripheral blood smear slide, I received a comment from a viewer. He wrote, "Can you make a blood smear of vaccinated person versus unvaccinated person, or a person who was unvaccinated versus that same person after vaccination? This test conducted by you followed by honest result will really help to identify if the vaccine is safe or not, if there is any change in the shape of blood or anything else." I thought this was intriguing, so I immediately started working on it, and in this video I'm gonna present to you the results of my findings, hoping that they'll potentially lay some doubts to rest. Make sure to watch till the end and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. During my investigation, I also upped the ante by considering samples from not just one, but 3 different test subjects, and examining their blood smears collected from not just before and after vaccination, but also before, during, and after infection from the novel coronavirus. Test subject A, myself, have already been vaccinated with the first dose of Covishield, and also recently recovered from COVID-19 infection. Blood samples taken before the vaccine, after the vaccine, before the infection, during COVID-19 infection, and after recovering from the infection were considered for the test. Test subject B, which is my wife, has not been vaccinated yet because at the time she was pregnant with her first child and she's currently a nursing mom. She had also recently recovered from COVID-19 infection along with me. Blood smear samples collected from before, during, and after COVID-19 infection were considered for the test. Test subject C, my mom, had already got her second vaccine shot and so far haven't had any history of COVID-19 infection. Her blood samples collected from before and after her 2 doses of vaccine were examined in the test. The process of preparing and staining the blood smear samples is the same as in my other video on how to prepare and stain a thin peripheral blood smear. You can check out the process in detail in that video if you're interested. Click on the link shown in the top right corner of the screen right now or the link given in the description below to watch that video. I'm just showing you here a sample video clip of me processing myself and my wife's SARS-CoV-2 infected blood smear samples in my lab during our 10 days of home quarantine. And in case you are wondering how I managed to have our blood samples from pre-vaccination and pre-COVID-19 infection, as though I was anticipating this investigation video from a long time back, even before I received the comment requesting for this video, you can rest assured that they were actually previously collected for use in my older hematology-related videos like my bar body and my blood smear preparation tutorial videos. I've actually preserved and stored those blood slides in my slide collection for later use after I made those videos. Anyways, once blood smear samples from the various time frames mentioned in the table were collected, it was just a matter of hours and hours of examining each slide under the microscope one after another to look for signs or the lack thereof of anything potentially suspicious or unusual that could raise eyebrows or even a red flag. I examined individual red blood cells, including each of the white blood cell types and also including the platelets or thrombocytes of each sample of stained blood smear taken of all the 3 subjects pre- and post-vaccination, and also samples before, during, and after infection. After scanning hundreds of fields for hours, I prepared a collage of photomicrographs of the different blood cells to allow for a side-by-side comparison of individual cell types of all 3 subjects, pre- and post-vaccination, and also pre-, during, and post-infection. First off, here's a collage of photomicrographs showing side-by-side comparisons of pre- and post-vaccination samples collected from test subjects A and C. Test subject B, as already stated previously, has not been vaccinated yet and is therefore not included in the comparison. My preliminary finding from this is that the blood slides collected and prepared after vaccination against the SARS-CoV-2 viral antigens do not show any significant differences in the shapes or sizes of the various blood cell types when compared to those of the samples collected before the vaccination, whether it was first dose or second dose. Similar observations were made from the blood samples collected after recovery from COVID-19 infection, vis-a-vis those collected during and before the infection, in the case of test subjects A and B. Test subject C was not included in the pre, during, and post-infection comparison because, as already stated, subject C has had no history of SARS-CoV-2 infection even till the time when this investigation was conducted. So based on these observations, here's my preliminary conclusion. As far as the test samples in this investigation are concerned, administration of the COVID-19 vaccine, in this case the Covishield vaccine, does not bring about any noteworthy changes in the morphology of human blood cells, and neither does infection from the SARS-CoV-2 virus. It goes without saying, though, that the sample size taken in this obviously rudimentary investigation is a minuscule number and there could be so many potential variables involved. But I do hope that this video was able to address at least some concerns that many might have regarding the safety of the novel coronavirus vaccines out there, especially concerns and beliefs regarding their supposed detrimental effects on the shapes or sizes of blood cells. Thanks for watching.